Follow Facebook page. It's Dr. AJ Austin, founder of the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC, where I train Black women of faith to become certified life coaches online in one day. If you're new here, hey girl, I had caffeine, so we're going to be chatting for a little bit. But I'm a little bit early, so I'm patting myself on the back for you. I know you're proud of me. Celebrate myself on today, okay? So, over at blacklifecoachselfstudy.com, if you're not a member of our crew, you want to become one. I've taken my one-day life coach certification training and I put it in a 10-month long version of this training to give you an opportunity to still come get certified, learn what you need, and then be ready for next steps. Like the ladies of our newest mentorship program called Focus. We have 2 spots available. And the registration closes on September 1st. Okay, because you only have 72 hours to respond if you get accepted. So if you need the link for Focus, inbox me now. If you have the link for Focus, I'm going to need you to submit that application, sis. I'm sitting here waiting on you. I got gifts prepared for the mail. I started shipping out yesterday, and we are down to our last 2 spots. I'm so excited for our coaches who are going to go on this 6-month long journey with me of building their coaching business to the next level. Meaning we are going to focus on one area of your coaching company for those of you who are already certified, okay? I got options for aspiring coaches over at blacklifecoachselfstudy.com and already certified coaches with my Focus mentorship program. But you have to inbox me the link for that because I got to make sure you're certified. Yes, I'm checking credentials. I can tell if you've been certified. I can tell if you've been coaching. I can tell if you're making money in your business based on where you are in your finances, okay? So yes, Focus is a financial investment that you are going to be so glad you made. When I say the ideas, the knowledge, the resource, the energy from this mastermind / mentorship group is just palpitating, y'all. I'm so excited, with or without caffeine, okay? So within the Focus group, it is a mentorship program. I will be there live with you every day or every week for 24 weeks. And I was telling one of our Focus members today, that is not like me. I coach once a year live, and I've already wrapped up my 1 time per year live. So for God to lead me to do this and show me how I can help serve those of you who have been certified but wondering, well, what's next? How do I make money? How do I market? How do I grow to 6 figures or whatever you want to make? How do I make coaching at least part-time income that I can pay my phone bill with? You know, that's what we're going to focus on, whether it is writing your first book, whether it is getting out and speaking, whether it is focusing more on your skill and craft as a coach, or if you want to start developing your own coaching program because you've seen what's possible. We're going to help you pick one thing. Well, you're going to pick one thing. I'm going to help you focus on it, hence the name Focus. And we have some cute gifts in the mail that are coming that tie in with the theme of our program. And I'm so excited. So I've been out and about today handling that. And I got inspired to come live and number one, let you know that the applications for Focus will close on September 1st. No exceptions, no excuses. If you're not certified and don't qualify for Focus, then you need to be over at Black Life Coach Self-Study, Red 9, and letting us know, that you need help getting certified. Now, one of the things we're going to be focusing on in Focus, remember I said you're going to choose one area to focus on for 6 months and help you grow it, is the different ways of running your business. That's one of our main things we're focusing on. And I'm showing you by example. I'm not just talking about it or telling you what I heard or seen somebody else do. No, ma'am. I've been certified since 2013. I've been training coaches since 2016. I currently have a roster of 168 Black certified life coaches, okay? All over the world, different countries, different continents, and we definitely representing here in the U.S. on the East Coast. We'll soon be live in person again, but until then, we have our virtual trainings like Focus, like Black Life Coach Self-Study, and like our virtual retreat that's coming up that my coaches don't even know about yet. Y'all been wanting to get together. So all 168, come on in the room, okay? So I'm going to show you what it's like to run a group, because a lot of the women that I train come in and number one, they think they've already been coaching until they find out what coaching really is. Once they get certified, it ain't rolling your neck and telling people what they need to do. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, ought to. You ain't trying to give your advice or your opinion. But you are focusing in, asking some really good questions. And then when you get really good at that skill and you want to, as they say, stop trading time for hours or dollars for hours, or stop trying to say, oh, for $100, I can coach you for 30 minutes. You want to start packaging that knowledge. And that's one of the things we're going to focus on and focus during our time together with you and your business. Because when you walk away from this program, you are going to have a working model that, again, works for you. You're not trying to be a little mini me. You are actually working for your business because you know what you're doing. That's one of the questions that I ask in our application for Focus, where I say, are you confident in your coaching process? So that means that the cost that you pay to get certified isn't really relevant. What's relevant when you get a life coach certification is the information in the training, so that when you walk away from that training, you feel good. You're not wondering like, well, what's missing? Something ain't right. I need more. In order to come and join us in Focus, you got to be certified, but you also have to be confident in your gift as a coach to ask really good questions. Remember I said that's what a coach does, right? And so when you're able to ask really good questions, you start realizing that you're asking the same questions depending on, who you're talking to as your client. So you have a model of one-to-one coaching, right? Where you're helping them live in person in the moment, coaching, asking questions, starts getting repetitive. Now you're ready to put that knowledge in something like a book. That's what I did. And I love the process so much. I wrote 16 books, okay? We recently released the book called The Black Life Coach, which is the #1 new release on Amazon. Held strong for the first few days it was released. And it is now a recommended read for newly certified and or aspiring future Black certified life coaches on Amazon. And so this is where I took coaching questions, because some of you guys, we've had inbox conversations. Some of y'all I have surprise call in the inbox like I did with Coach Lisa today. She'll pop on here on Facebook Live. She was like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I'm actually talking to you. I was like, child, if you don't chill out, we're going to chat, right? So some of you, we have talked, and I do answer the same questions for you. I have coached many of you for years in the inbox, audio, video, on lives like this. You're following me. You're here for a reason, right? It's all because I've had so much practice answering the same questions as a coach. I put it in a book. And now I get to lead people over to the book. That's what we're focusing on in Focus. If you think writing a book is next for you, or I can also teach you how to package it up in the form of a program like the one I'm offering over at blacklifecoachselfstudy.com. So how I did this, and many of you may have seen the post that I made, I have been revealing secret after secret because a lot of this is not available as common knowledge in the life coaching space. But I'll tell you exactly how I got here. 18 months ago, I launched this company. Now we're 168 coaches deep. These are Black women certified life coaches all over the world. And they came because of the structure that I was able to follow. And that's what I'm sharing in Focus. How I got started with an idea that wasn't even my idea. I ran from this calling for a while. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And now we have 51 women who have went through the online study version of my one-day life coach certification training that you'll see over at blacklifecoachselfstudy.com. So I am literally walking you through the path that I've been able to pave, because others came before me to pave the way. Y'all know our mission statement, right? When you impact one life, you impact generations. Somebody somewhere is waiting on you. Yeah, all of that comes into play now with this new mentorship program. So again, if you want the link for Focus, inbox me. I'm happy to send it. Applications close on September 1st. And if you still need to get your life coach certification training because you need to be certified to get into Focus, head over to blacklifecoachselfstudy.com. It's not confusing. It's very clear. You know where you are, sis. Don't be one of those coaches that just picked up the title coach. You need to invest in your skill, your knowledge, your expertise, your education, because you are helping someone else with their life, right? So if you notice so far, we've walked through number one, you're a coach, right? You're either certified or on your way to getting certified because you're heading over to blacklifecoachselfstudy.com. Okay. So when you apply for working with me, because so many of you guys stay in my inbox like, when is your next workshop? When is your next training? How can I work with you? Do you mentor people? And I usually do send you to my books because I mentor you in my books. Now it's your turn, sis, because many of you have watched my YouTube videos, have listened to the podcast, have watched my Facebook Lives, have heard me speak in some form, whether video or live here in Atlanta, and now you're ready to do what you see is possible. But again, you're not trying to be me. You're trying to be you using my years of mistakes and mess ups, of struggle and now success. And so I love that I can look at our finances like I did today and see that I work maybe 5 hours a week for the last 18 months. And our company is right at $67,100.78 with a part-time focus. And so I knew coming in as before I even got certified, I knew walking into the class that day for my life coach certification training that I wanted to be running a semi-passive coaching company, which to me meant I don't have to show up live to make money all the time. But when I get that itch, y'all know how it is, that little itch in the center of your chest where you're like, oh, I need to go speak. I need to teach somebody. I feel like coaching today. Then that's the part I show up live. So 80 to 90% of my company is passive, meaning I have done what I'm helping you to do in our mentorship program called Focus, which you have to inbox me for the link for. And I'm showing you how to set that up for yourself. So if you have like a full-time income, or maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you have something else occupying your time for most of the day, and you too want to automate, or what they say delegate, but it's really systemizing, however you say it. You're setting it up, okay, to run without you, and you're just checking in on the process. And doing it like that also allows you to measure your success, to measure your effectiveness as a coach. When you can look back and say, I've sold 168 of these at $1,000 a pop, or however your program is set up, you'll be able to measure the success based on your sales, based on the completion rate of your coaching courses. And again, you didn't have to show up live for all of this. So Focus is for the next level of focus. If you want to grow your speaking career, if you want to become an author, if you want to focus more in on your one-on-one coaching, or if you're ready to set it up semi-passively, that's what we're going to be working on together for those full 6 months. So regardless of where you're watching this or listening to me, there is an option for you to either post in the comments now or inbox me directly for the link to our mentorship group called Focus. And if you're not certified, make sure you head over to blacklifecoachselfstudy.com. So there's so many other ways that you can take who you are, your story of struggle to success. Mine is going from the loss of a job, dealing with homelessness, and the death of my mom happening the same day that my divorce became final. I took all that and packaged up everything, feelings, tears included, put it in books, put it in coaching programs. And it's the reason I popped up on your page today. It's what gets people whose story resonates with mine in my orbit, if you will. And many of you who show up say, it's something about you. It's something about your energy. You have such a great spirit. I love staying connected to you. It's because I share my story. So for those of you who are still embarrassed about certain parts of what you've been through, there's somebody that's stuck in that and they need your help. And you have within you a system that helped you get out of what you came out of. Even if it was prayer, like, Jesus, just get me out of this. You can teach somebody else how to come out of where you have been delivered from through the form of coaching and get paid. It is okay to minister and make money in the marketplace. Okay, so we're going to have some Jesus in this Focus, because he's what helps us stay focused. And we're going to make sure that you make the impact you want in your business. So we're talking about the difference between the different models of coaching. And if you have attended recently, and I got one coming up, I'll tell y'all about that on a future live. but we do 5-day boot camps. The one I got coming up is free of charge. It'll be in our private Facebook group, futureblackLifeCoaches.com. Again, futureblackLifeCoaches.com. And I'll walk you through what we call coaching characteristics. And what that does is teach you how to take all of these qualities, because when I meet some of you guys, you're in that mentorship phase where you want to save people from themselves or save them from making the same mistakes you made, or you're in that girlfriend mode where you like to listen and agree with friends and family and colleagues, and you don't want to step on toes, but you're not quite ready to coach. I'm teaching you how to take all of that, being a good friend, being a good mentor, turning it into coaching and making money from it in a way that you feel comfortable. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because you can incorporate all of that into your coaching, into your book writing, into your speaking, into doing your one-on-ones or your group coaching. All of it is possible. You don't have to change who you are. I had one of our coaches, Coach Robin, was like, Dr. AJ, do I need to, change my personality or my style for my coaching client? She was getting certified that day, she asked. I was like, no, people love you for who you are, for your story, for that part of your journey that you're embarrassed to tell. It's time to stand on your story, stand in the power that you got from it, and make money as a coach. And you can do it without, preaching to people, judging people, being biased. You can do it as a certified life coach and become well known in your space, in your niche of this life coaching industry as well. So that's what I'm here to chat about. I am open for questions. Are there any questions? Coach Helen, I see you in our private Facebook group, so post away. I know you always have something to add to the conversation. I love engagement. So if you're on my Facebook page, post your comments now. If you're watching this on a replay, there is somewhere on this page for you to talk to me. Do it. Ask me a question. And then Clubhouse, you can raise your hand and come on stage and ask me a question as well. So I do not plan on being here forever, but I am open for conversation and questions if you have them at this moment. And just as a recap, there are so many ways that you can take what you do as a certified life coach and your confidence in your skill of coaching and start to make more money than you've been able to make on your own. So as coaches, we can get ourselves so far, but then it's that second phase of coaching where you have to step outside of yourself and get help from peers, meaning people who are walking the same path as you, whether they are a step ahead or y'all walking at the same pace. But that's that peer-to-peer support that I'm going to be offering in focus for you guys. And then the next level is joining like a coaching program, someplace that'll sit and dream and listen with you to help you take your business to the next level. I've done it all, which is why I'm here for you. But you got to let me know that you need help, because I can't read minds through the screen. And I don't want you to just come browse and see what I'm talking about or see what the program is about and move on and still be stuck. I am here, but you got to put out your hand too, so I can have something to grab onto and bring you along so we can walk arm in arm, hand in hand for your next level on your journey to success. Because 6 months is going to come regardless, whether or not you do anything with it or not. But one thing I really don't like seeing are women who have a vision for their coaching. They don't move forward and do anything, and then they look up and someone else is doing what they knew God told them to do 6 months ago, a year ago. That's my pet peeve. Like, I cut you off for that. I've cut off friends for that. Like, child, time up. Because life is going on, and you have to make a step forward if you know you've been called in this space. But if you don't feel like you're called, if you feel like, oh, I just got certified because it was something to do and it was fun, then working with me is not ideal for you. Feel free to keep watching the lives and the replays, but share this with a friend who you know will take action, because that's what focus is all about, taking action and moving forward and doing something with the information that you have. Because I'm not teaching you anything new in this focus group. I'm listening to your goals and dreams. We're dreaming together, and then I'm holding you accountable to go do it. Plan that first event. Write your first chapter. When you look up, you could have your book done. You could be a bestseller. You could be speaking on virtual stages. You can be hosting your own events, like all this stuff. So I won't preach because my voice is still not at 100% capacity. I'll save that for later. But I did want to answer any questions that you have. So I don't see any questions right now, and it could be Facebook because I do have 3 four devices going, and my internet hates when I do that. So Clubhouse, if my signal is spotty, you got the poorest signal. But I did want to go live on Clubhouse tonight. Facebook Live, talk to me. Any questions, Coach Helen? Any questions, those of you who are on Facebook? I can't see your names. I can't see your profile pictures for some reason. It's a combination between my phone, my internet signal, and good old Facebook, okay? Feel free to go ahead and put a question. Even if I miss it live, I'm happy to come back and chat with you. So, because I don't see anything, and because I was working on our next big thing before I went live, I will leave you with this. Remember, certified life coaches, there is someone. Oh, wait a minute. We got a hand. Praise the Lord. Hold up, Clubhouse. Saved by the bell. Wait a minute, girl. Let me do this, Latoya. Here we go. Okay. Patience. Let me be patient. Let's see. Did I do it right? There we go. Hi, Latoya on Clubhouse. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Dr. AJ. How are you?
Hello.
Thanks so much for hosting this tonight. I literally got off of work and I was about to go to sleep, but I thought I should jump in here because it just felt like the right thing to do. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
I guess the first question I have, I recently became a certified life coach last month, July. And right now I'm in the planning stages. I'm currently building a website. And I guess I wanted to know, what would you say is probably the most important first step that a new life coach can make in regards to building her business or their business?
Do I have permission to ask you questions about that business that you're building?
Sure.
So what's your vision? What is your big dream? Like, let's start small. 30 days from today, you want to blank. Fill in the blank.
30 days from today, I want to have my website up and running with my first few offerings that I have.
60 days from today, you want to blank.
I want to, there's a couple of organizations that I've previously worked with in the past. I want to reach out to them in regards to hosting or holding a talk with students, newly graduated students that they work with.
And 90 days from today, you want to blank.
90 days from today, I would potentially like to hold my first virtual gathering.
Got it. So we got a website, we got an organization that you want to reach out to give a talk, and then your virtual event, right? Over the next 90 days. Cool. So tell us, what type of coach are you?
So I am a certified personal empowerment coach as well as an emotional intelligence coach.
Ooh, emotional intelligence. That's so sexy. Awesome. So who is your audience? Who do you target? Who do you prefer to work with?
I prefer to work with. I'm kind of feeling like right now I'm preferring to work with women. Just because I think that's a little hard for me because I don't want to feel like my services are closed off, but I'm definitely feeling more drawn to working with women.
Awesome. And when did you get certified?
Literally a month ago.
And have you had your first practice client?
Yeah, so I had been doing a bunch of practice sessions and such after I got my certification. So I did about maybe somewhere around, not many, about maybe 8 to 10 sessions.
Awesome. And have you had your first paid coaching session yet?
No, I had a handful of people that were interested, but then ultimately they kind of just money is a little tight, and then they kind of just found out.
Okay, so empowerment coach, certified 30 days ago, and now ready to take over the world. Did I get that right?
That's the plan. That's the hope.
The plan in 90 days. In 90 days. We got you. So, what is your question again? Ask it different now that we have this vision mapped out.
What do you believe is the most important first step that a newly certified coach can take now that, they're out there in the world?
Well, I have to ask it like a coach. So a coach would ask in the form of questions, like we've already been doing. So notice I haven't told you to do anything. I've just been asking questions as coaches do. The Bible says, and I work with Black women of faith. So when you say, you don't want to leave anybody out, child, leave them. You only have an expertise in what you're an expert in. I'm an expert at being a Black woman of faith. I've been one all my life. Got baptized 3 times, saved since I was 6. So I know a little bit between 6 and 40.5 years old. That's an expertise. Everybody does not fall into that category, but I have the most experience serving them. So the Word of God tells us to write the vision and make it plain. And what you just did for me was you spoke the vision. So what I would advise you to do is write that 30, 60, 90-day goal and take your first step. That would be my advice. So what is one thing you can do today to get that website done in the next 30 days?
Oh, I actually literally today just made out, because I'm going to be traveling, and so I just made an investment for an iPad so I could have it to continue building the website as well as working on the website's blog. So that was kind of the first thing that I wanted to do. But yeah, I don't know if that answers your question though.
And as far as reaching out to this organization you wanted to partner with, what is one thing you can do today to make sure you meet that goal in the next 60 days?
So one of my good friends who we were actually in this program together years ago, she ended up becoming the program manager for this organization. And I have been penning a kind of note that I want to send to her to see if we can grab coffee, and so I can pick her brain about potentially doing that work for this organization.
And when will you have that done by? Give me a date and a time.
I'm gonna be out of town, so I want to say the first week of September.
You know that's like next week, right?
The first full week of September.
First full week. Got you.
I already started working on it, so I feel comfortable with it being that soon.
Yes, right. I know how it is. I just looked at the calendar today. So we're starting our mentorship program, and Lisa on Facebook is asking, so in membership, will our session be recorded? Absolutely. But you won't know that until you get the application in, sis. We ain't going there on this live. We already talked today. She said to allow the coaches to go back. Yeah, so when you do a coaching session like we're doing now, it's awesome to have a recording that you can share with your coaching clients. And so what we're doing with Coach Latoya on Clubhouse right now is listening to her vision. So in the next 30 days, she wants to have her website up and running. Next 60 days, she wants to partner. And now, Coach Latoya, in the next 90 days, you said that you want to at least be in the process of planning your first virtual event. So what's one step you can take today to put action behind that?
I can continue. I started building an outline of that workshop, and I kind of put it on the back burner. So I think today I can definitely pick it back up and continue.
Right. So instead of saying, Dr. AJ, what do you think I should do? What advice would you recommend? I want to flip it back on you. What do you think you should do in the next 24 hours to bring your 30, 60, and 90-day goals together so that when you look up, you have a finished website. The blog is done. You have the partnership on the calendar, and now you're planning for your first virtual event. What's one thing you can do in the next 24 hours to make this all possible?
Ooh. That is a great question.
I know, and that's what we're doing in focus, y'all. So If you need the link, inbox me because we are spotlighting your business specifically. And we would take each one of those goals and break it all the way down. This is just surface. This is like, oh, we only had a few short minutes together. But every week in focus for 24 weeks, we are spotlighting businesses and you're going to have brains on your business. Not just mine, but little baby AJs that ask really good questions as well and point you in direction. So if we know that you're looking to speak or you're looking to partner, we can show you the way to other partnerships. I can personally give you a list of places to go partner with that would love a Black woman empowerment coach who's newly certified because they know you're still passionate, you're not going to overcharge, and you'll have an event to offer them as a follow-up. But we can't get too deep into that today. But this is just a demonstration of what the mentorship program looks like. So I was buying you time to answer that question, but I still want to know, Coach, what you got?
Okay, in the next 24 hours.
So tomorrow, well, are you on East Coast, West Coast? Where you at in the world?
I'm on East Coast time.
East Coast. Okay, we're both on East Coast, so it's 8:30 here right now, p.m. Eastern. So by tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, what do you hope to have accomplished with at least one of those three things, but definitely bringing it all together for you? What does that look like?
One of those three things. So right now, like I said, I think the top thing for me is to get the website done. And so I think
Tomorrow by 8:30, what you got?
I want to have the front page copy finalized by then.
Got it. Tomorrow by 8:30, what you got on the partnership?
On the partnership, oof. I can definitely just ask my friend who is the program manager if she'd be willing to meet up.
Here's a bonus gift because I can't help but get inspired when I hear vision. Let me tell you what would be really cute because you mentioned wanting to take her for a coffee. Why don't you start with a digital gift card to Starbucks and ask her out on that date? My treats. Here's a digital gift. Show up with a cute coffee mug or mail it to her and have coffee together on camera and talk about your plans that you've set and mapped out over the last 24 hours and how your talk will help benefit her program. How does that sound?
That is a really good idea. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. That's the mentor in me because a mentor points the way, and say, hey, here's an open door. Have you considered this? And so finally, tomorrow by 8:30, what do you hope to have accomplished as a result to leading into the planning stages of your first virtual event?
Leading to the first stages. Is it bad to say I'm not sure?
If you did know, what would be that one step you can take in the next 24 hours by 8:30 p.m. to say, you know what, I'm on the right track to planning this event in the next 90 days. Here's one thing I can do. What would you say?
Finalize the outline.
Yay!
Outline done.
Did y'all peep that coaching? How she know what she want to do, right? So you got people on Facebook Live listening in to this impromptu coaching session. So what I would recommend in an answer to your question, as far as what new life coaches should do, I advise you to do exactly what you just told me you want to do in the next 24 hours to help you build your 30, 60, and 90-day goals for your new coaching business.
Okay, thank you so much.
What questions you got for me?
Me?
Yeah, anything. Any aha moments or takeaways from what we just did or any questions about anything we've chatted about?
So I guess the takeaway is, obviously in the beginning when you're starting, you kind of just feel a little crazy. You're all over the place, and I think it's been my experience where I am just now in becoming a coach am really learning the importance of community.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never really had that before. And a lot of things I've had to always kind of do on my own and figure it out on my own. And um, I think that there is merit in that, but just being able to talk to you in this short amount of time was really helpful.
Awesome. So do you think you have a little bit more clarity as to what you'd like to do for your coaching company to make it what you define as success?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Any final words?
No, thank you so much for again hosting. I know you're live elsewhere, but I appreciate you going live on Clubhouse because I would not have seen it otherwise. And I appreciate you in all that you do. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Thank you for being here and for giving me the chance to coach live. A lot of people don't get a chance to see that in action. So thank you for being here. All right, guys. So that's all I have. If you're interested in the Focus Mentorship Program, make sure you inbox me directly for the link. If you are looking for that sense of community, that is where it will be happening, with the brains on your business and breaking down your goals, but not just dreaming, actually doing, committing to a date and checking in, and then getting feedback from different points of view, because we're all on different journeys in building our coaching businesses. But I'm sharing personally from things that I've done successfully. But I know what works for me. You might want to put your own little stank on it, remix it, and go out and make it happen on an even bigger scale. And so I love the fact that some of our coaches have taken what they do in their business with their certification. And we have a coach, Naricia Johnson, who's here in Georgia with me. And she was on a local in a local studio for a documentary. She was their life coach. Like, she sat in the seat of an Iyanla Vanzant. But this wasn't reality TV. It wasn't scripted. And she coached her shoes off. You hear me? I was throwing stuff at the phone like, you better coach. Because that's the confidence that came from community, from having someone hold you accountable, from getting certified, and from knowing that you're called for greater things. And it's about writing the vision and taking the next step. And I'm here. Like I said, you just have to extend your hand of fellowship, and we can run together to make this happen. So if you're not certified, check out blacklifecoachselfstudy.com. Or if you feel like you want to hone in on your gift a little bit more as a certified life coach, come get certified again. Join our community. We have 60 coaches that are in our Facebook group. We also have a private community for coaches who do just want to be a part of something. So you have to come and, show us that you want to be a part of this community. And Focus applications close on September 1st. Congratulations to those who have been accepted into the program already. And I look forward to the next two who are going to claim these last two spots that we have. And stay tuned. Turn your notifications on, because I got some goodies coming up. I'm about to go finish up the project that I was working on today for you guys. And until we meet again, my friends, remember, there is someone somewhere. They are waiting on you, sis, to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs. Because when you let your own light shine, you give others permission to do the same. And as a Black woman, certified life coach, when you impact just one life, you impact generations. Thank you again, Coach Latoya, for letting me coach you live here on Clubhouse, on Facebook, and on Facebook again in our private Facebook group. Hopefully my coaches watching this and the replay got something out of it. Comment. Let me know what your ahas and takeaways were. And I'll see y'all again very, very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless. Bye, coaches.